All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow, on the blue ladies. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know they're fan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Sunday, you draw portrait. Lefty.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Please 5-7. No.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wentz eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And an alley to run. And all the way up to the 49. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 43 yards on the ground. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's able to find Wallace. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch 18. Hey, Bravo! Here we go.
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Armstrong. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Blue 80! Hey, empty! What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. It's Chandler, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. Fights him off. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Watch 18.
On first down, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Great. 74.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Man 5-7. 46 down, man 5-4. 6. Bravo. 6 guard. Kill. Turn it up.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down now, it's Armstrong. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throw left side complete. That's Grant. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Tight dog.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Shift. Check 4. Check. Lefty. Check.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 36, Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They're not ready for this.
On 3rd down, Armstrong. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Move. 4 down. Alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yellow.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, check 24.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Rip right. Rip left.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Throwing his Wentz. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
We got 4.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Waiting. 5'9". 4-4's the mic. Hey, echo. Rabbit. 44's the mic. 44.
Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Waiting. List 5-7. Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Here, shift. Lefty.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike 53.
Listen.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go. Great.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 49 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.